When we build and train artificial intelligence today, we treat it as a truly global technology. But if you look closely at the data powering these massive systems, the map goes completely dark across huge sections of the planet. The world's leading foundation models rely on the digital footprints of wealthy Western nations. If an economy operates largely offline or entirely in informal sectors, it simply does not exist to the AI algorithm. This diagram shows a stark comparison of that data disparity. Right now, there are 4.2 billion people on Earth who have zero AI training data built from their daily reality. As the animation shows, this missing data has an immediate, severe cost. Without a verified digital footprint, strict Know Your Customer, or KYC, requirements act as an impenetrable wall. KYC is a standard compliance process banks use to verify a client's identity and assess risk. For these 4.2 billion people, the absence of this data blocks roughly $380 billion in credit every single year. Standard tech industry solutions fail here. You cannot simply write a better web scraping script when a population's economic footprint does not exist on the internet to begin with. Modern AI fails in emerging markets because it lacks a foundation of ground truth. That specific void is exactly what founder Adrian Dunkley and Maestro AI Labs are solving. Maestro operates on a highly specific philosophy. When data cannot be scraped by an algorithm, it must be physically excavated by humans on the ground. They are replacing passive digital extraction with active physical verification in undocumented regions. Converting this invisible physical reality into structured digital data connects Maestro to a $4.2 trillion addressable market in emerging economy AI. They call this rigorous process data archaeology. Instead of server farms scraping web forums, Maestro deploys manual field operations across 36 distinct economies. A huge part of this involves physically digitizing and structuring an overwhelming volume of pre-digital government archives, sitting in massive paper files for decades. Out in the field, teams map complex informal lending circles, known as SUSU, and capture physical peer-to-peer transactions of unbanked street markets with zero digital trace. SUSU refers to informal rotating savings and credit associations, common in the Caribbean and Africa. They also apply strict linguistic precision to carefully document indigenous oral traditions. This ensures they capture the actual cultural context that gives the data its meaning, rather than just pulling raw text without context. This intense manual effort creates a massive competitive advantage. Maestro has built a proprietary collection of over 2.3 million records, an asset that requires at least 5 years and deep institutional trust to replicate. This unscrapable collection forms an insurmountable moat. It is the only accurate training set for AI in the Global South. To process all of this newly excavated data, Maestro built a proprietary AI agent system called Harmonics. This illustrates how Harmonics functions. Instead of relying on a generalized, westernized context, each agent operates inside a highly specific regional knowledge graph. A credit agent in Jamaica uses entirely different structural parameters than one in Brazil. But crucially, human conductors intercept the agent at its edges, actively teaching it cultural boundaries and localized risk. Because human wisdom is built into the architecture from day one, Harmonics achieves an 87% task accuracy rate within its first 30 days. This accuracy comes directly from Adrian Dunkley's 15-year background building physics-informed risk models that have actively managed billions in financial revenue. He put this exact framework through the ultimate stress test during the COVID-19 pandemic. Dunkley developed a machine learning lending model that provided rapid credit to Jamaicans when livelihoods collapsed overnight, ultimately reducing default rates by 60%. That battle-tested risk framework now powers Maestro's 3 flagship global assets. These AI products answer 3 vital questions for emerging markets regarding credit, safety, and climate. Take climate, for example. Through their Oya AI platform, Maestro provides hurricane nowcasting. When dealing with undocumented regions, having accurate, predictive climate data is a literal life-or-death application. Maestro has moved AI from a theoretical exercise to a set of high-stakes operational assets, ready for immediate deployment by enterprises and governments. To expand these 3 assets across 15,000 global locations, Maestro requires massive computational infrastructure. That is exactly where Google Cloud comes in. Vertex AI and BigQuery provide the foundational power needed to process hundreds of millions of these complex data queries at a global scale. Vertex AI is Google's managed machine learning platform, while BigQuery is a highly scalable multi-cloud data warehouse. And Gemini's long context reasoning backbone, its ability to analyze massive amounts of information simultaneously, is the only system capable of effectively parsing Harmonic's highly dense, region-specific knowledge graphs. Combining Maestro's ground truth data with Google's scale creates a platform that represents the 3 billion people currently invisible to modern AI.